What? You lost money again? You lost with another meme coin? Is that the case again? Guys, the mistake is yours. You're listening to stupid KOLs who are just feeding you crap every single day. They're calling for 10,000, 100,000, and I don't know how much X's that they are feeding you right now. Guys, it's all crap, alright? I told you about it. And right now, we do have proof. So I'm back with another episode. But in this episode, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm going to give you the fail-proof plan to actually make it big in this cycle. You know, with all of the remaining days that we have left, I think we have very less time. And that is why it becomes very, very important that you focus on the right assets. You focus on getting into the right place at the right time. You also focus on getting out of these plays at the right time, all right? Because if you are not making money right now, there are just two reasons to justify that. Either you're not in the right place, you're not logged in, or you're basically not taking profits when it is actually time to do so. Because you are euphoric. You are being fed the crap on crypto Twitter, on YouTube, that a coin is going to multi-billion-dollar market cap, and that is why you're not basically building your own conviction, but instead you're borrowing it from somebody else. Guys, I want to tell you one thing. This episode is going to be brutally honest, as I just said, and that is why no fancy intros and just straight up facts. Alright, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Do not trust me. Do not borrow my conviction. If I feel a play can go to a 10x or a 20x from where I share it here on YouTube or even inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪 private, it does not mean it is going to happen, alright? It might happen. According to my experience, it can happen, and most of the times it will happen because the success rate or the win rate is pretty damn good. But again, I cannot guarantee you guys, alright? And that is why it becomes very important to focus on one thing. Never borrow conviction, and I'll discuss that later on as well. Alright, apart from that, one more thing that I want to mention is if you are a retail, if you're investing $100 or $500 or let's just say $1,000, $5,000 even in a meme coin, guys, you're not moving markets. Alright, neither am I, because I'm not investing that kind of money into meme coins. Right? I'm investing like 500 sometimes, 1,000 sometimes, 5,000 very rarely, but maybe that is the absolute ceiling for the time being, right? The people who are actually moving the markets, they are whales. And you're not focusing on whales because you're being fed that retail can change the market. Alright, if you think retail was the one which actually pumped Dogecoin from $100 million all the way to like $70 billion in market cap, guys, you're wrong. These are whales, alright? And that is exactly what we are going to be discussing in this episode. It is going to be very, very alpha packed. And if you miss out on this, guys, I am going to be feeling very sorry for you all. Of course, one more thing before I jump right into the content. It's not financial advice. What I'm going to be sharing in this episode, not financial advice. Do not trust me. Do not take my word for it. I'm just sharing the stuff that I feel could play out in the near future. And if you enjoy this type of content where I am blatantly truthful to you all and transparent as well, then guys, make sure that you drop a like and also smash the subscribe button. And now guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. First off, let's take a look at the Bitcoin trade that I gave you yesterday. It was given from right around here at $118,700, even shared inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪 private. Inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪 private, I actually gave an entire thesis on why I took this particular trade on the basis of the probabilities of Elliott waves. So if you want to learn that, then definitely 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪 private is the place to be. Currently, we are looking at our first take profit target sitting around $121,400. This trade was also shared on YouTube yesterday. You can go back and check it for yourself. And if you want more trades like these, they are going to be inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗪 private. If you're interested, you can click the first link in the description section below and join us. This is where the real alpha is, and also this is where everything is truthful. All right. So let's just dive right into the chart of MOMO. All right. What's happening right around here, guys? What's happening? For some people, this region right around here was the last chance to buy before it was actually going to hit escape velocity and going all the way to like $1 billion of market cap, right? And then again, another support zone right here. This was a very good dip to buy. This was another good dip to buy. And right now you can see what's going on. Max pain, real test. That is what I have been talking about MOMO right here, as well as right here in this region. I never said MOMO is going to billions of dollars of market cap just because it's Bonk's sister. It's stupid. All right. Now, I don't think it is going to just crash all the way back down, which is entirely possible because this is a meme coin and you have to understand the risks that it brings along with it because of being a meme coin. I don't still think that we are going to go all the way back down to zero, but a lot of people have started to say that now, is it a rug? Are the KOLs who are promoting MOMO just people who are rugging everyone out there? I don't know. And I don't think they are. But what I do know is the fact that this chart was fueled by KOL hype, by people on YouTube telling retail to buy this because it's going to $1 billion market cap. It's a shiny object, all right? And that is a syndrome in this crypto market. You move from one shiny object to the other, then from other to another. That is how the attention goes. And if you cannot understand it, and if you still are going to be dropping down bad comments on this video right here, then guys, I can't help you. All right, I really can't help you, because if you don't have the mindset to actually make money in this market, then I don't know what to tell you, because you can make money in this market by doing just one thing, and that is buying low, selling high. Nothing else. All right, nothing else matters. If you bought right here, when I mentioned around $340,000 market cap on YouTube itself, if you bought right here, and if you didn't sell right here, didn't sell right here, didn't sell right here either, and now you're asking me, if it's a rug or something else, I don't know what to tell you guys. You should be taking profits here, 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 because I told you to buy here, I told you to sell here, I told you to sell here again and sell here again. I did tell you that if price actually show me some strength in this region right here between 10 million and $13 million market cap, I would buy in. All right. But where is the strength? There was no strength, so I didn't get in. All right. A lot of people wanted to buy right here. Even the people inside Karoshi's private, the members, they were asking me what is a good entry point on MOMO. I said, I'm looking at it going to 5 to around like $9 million market cap, and that is exactly where we are, and there is no support. What's going on? Who is selling? You know what? Let me just show you guys. So let's just see $6,000 sell from this wallet. Let's just see when he bought. So this guy bought right here, in the beginning. Probably somebody who basically got in on this one thinking that this is going to make him a millionaire, clipping 40 SOL at around $3.5 million market cap right around here, thinking it is going to go all the way to $1 billion market cap, turning 40 SOL into 4,000 SOL or something like that, right? And now look at it. What's going on? He bought 2 million here. He bought 1 million MOMO here. And he has sold 1 million so far. He has recovered his initials because now it is going to be very difficult to hold. If the price is plummeting towards the downside and is coming very close to your entry point, even if you entered right here, then guys, you are going to be in panic mode, because you were supposed to sell here. All right. So he did sell once right around here, which is a very good sign. I would say he should have basically offloaded even more right around here itself. Anyway, let's move on and check another wallet as well. So let's just see who is this guy. This is the guy who sold right here. All right. So this is probably some sort of a MAV bot. And let's just check who else is selling. Let's check this one out. $1,000. So again, buying here, buying here, buying here, buying here, even at around $28-30 million market cap, he has been buying. He bought right here as well. His last buy was at 16 million, 18 million, 23 million. The first one is around $347,000, exactly where I called it. Then the second buy is around 1.7 million, another one at 1.4 million, another one at 1.8 million. Really good buys, I would say. Then why was he buying at 18 million, 16 million, 23 million? I don't know why. Now he's selling at 5 million. This is not how you make money in crypto, guys. All right. Now I don't have any specific hate for MOMO. What I have hate for are the people who are blinding you, who are blinding the retail. I have to tell you one thing, guys, and that is going to be one of the most truthful things that you can see on YouTube as well as on Twitter, in my opinion. First off, you are not going to move the charts, all right? Until and unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars to put into a meme coin sitting at like $10 million market cap or below that, you are not going to be moving the markets, all right? Retail does not move market, and retail is always the first to panic as well, all right? Let's just imagine, guys, for a second. Now, this is a guy, he is John, all right? John has $1,000. He puts $1,000 into a meme coin called MOMO, all right? Let's just say he bought at $3 million market cap, all right? Price goes up, goes all the way to like $30 million market cap. His $1,000 have now converted into $10,000, all right? But everybody is saying that, this is going all the way to $1 billion market cap, right? Now he is not selling because he wants to be the diamond hands holder, right? That is what everybody preaches in this space. And so he basically does not sell. Now price is coming back down. Price is now sitting at around $5 million market cap. Now his $1,000, which were at one point even around $12,000, $13,000, Now they're just $1,400. Only $400 profits. While if he would have basically sold everything, or at least sold 80% at the highs, when his holdings were actually sitting at $10,000, even if he actually sold 80%, got the $8,000 cash right into his phantom wallet. Now he would have been sitting in a very comfortable position. It was no need to even sell right now, even when the price was going towards the downside. All right. Also, one more thing that you need to understand. If this guy has $1,000 in crypto, let's just say he has a little more in his bank account. Let's just say he has $2,000 or $3,000 in his bank account, because that is the state of the world right now. All right. I'm not saying that, everybody who has like $1,000 or just $2,000 in crypto, they are basically broke in their banks. I'm not saying that. All right. What I'm saying is there are many people who have almost everything in crypto. I do have everything in crypto. My bank account does not have anything. All right. Whenever these people need money for day-to-day planning, day-to-day stuff, they will have to withdraw from crypto, or they will have to use their savings in their bank accounts if they do have those, right? Now, what happens when the price is going towards the downside? They have to pay bills. They have to pay rent. And that is why, guys, retail does not move the charts. And that is exactly why retail is the first to panic. And that is why it is said that retail buys the top, sells the bottom. While whales, what does a whale do? They have thousands and thousands of dollars. Let's just say you have $1 million right now. All right. You put $10,000 into MOMO. Let's just say we did that at $10 million, not even 3 million. Let's just say we put it at $10 million. All right. At the market cap of $10 million, you put $10,000 and you have $1 million. All right. Now price is sitting at $5 million. You're down $5,000. Does it matter to you? No, you can hold. Heck, you can even buy more. You can even DCA here if you have conviction on the play. And if price goes up, if price was sitting at like 50 million or 100 million, if you have like solid conviction of your own, not because somebody else told you, if you have that conviction, then what happens? You can even buy more if you have $1 million. But if you don't, you have to make that grind work. All right. You have to make sure that every single trade that you're taking, if you are getting the profits, you do take profits, right? That is the entire perspective that I want to be feeding you all. Because guys, if you are not understanding this, then I don't know what to tell you. Guys, what happens is the charts that are fueled by retail also come back down like this because of panic selling when the prices go below the entry prices or are coming very close to their entry prices. While on the other hand, if these were just whales buying right here, right here, right here, right here, and the price was going down, they would be buying more, right? If this was actually going to $1 billion market cap, they would be buying more of this particular asset. So there would not be a dip like this one. Now let's just forget everything about it, guys, and go back to the chart of MOMO on a clean slate. Let's just remove everything right here and also get rid of the maker tab right here. And now just focus on what's going on this chart. All right. So of course, I have been right on my particular thesis about MOMO, and there were a lot of people who were saying, can't wait for the MOMO army to prove you so wrong. Now, there are same people who are saying, I think at this point, it's a rug pull. What's your opinion? Now they want my opinion. Now, guys, I don't want to be showing off because, price is actually plummeted towards the downside. I have, you have my sympathy. All right. But I want to tell you guys that I did tell you. All right. I did tell you that you should be taking profits if you're in profits. If you made 100x on a coin like this, you should be taking profits. I was not saying that you sell everything and, just run. I was saying that you should be at least taking out 60, 70, 80% of your profits, because this is what happens in the trenches. This is what happens with meme coins. They go up, they come back down. And a lot of them never come back up. That never happens. With this one, I think it can happen if you actually get a lot of bids in the region, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So I'm going to be dropping my Fibonacci levels, my magic Fibonacci levels, which always play out. Right now, you can see we are sitting at the 0.886. I would really not want price to actually break below this support zone sitting around $5.4 million market cap, because if that happens, you are basically going all the way down to $2 million. And that is going to be very bad, because then you are going to be consolidating for a very long period of time, in my opinion, before actually coming back up, if it actually does so. But again, I think there is still a possibility because this was very hyped up. And also, I believe, guys, when Crypto Man Ran from Crypto Banter actually called MOMO on his show, he has more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube. When he called it, that was an absolute top. If that didn't break it past $100 million market cap, I don't know what could have done so. Well, I know what could have done so. If whales were entering this one for real, then definitely it could have happened. All right. Anyway, so right here, again, talking about the chart, talking about the current price action, I would say this is your region of support. If you bounce off from here with good volume has to be good for sure, then you can target at least a move back up, which is going to take us all the way right here to around $29 million market cap. That is going to be the real test. Now, again, this is not going to be a straight up move. You are going to be experiencing something like this, reclaiming the 786 at $10 million, then come back up, touching the 18 million resistance, which is your 0.618 Fibonacci, trying to break past it, reclaiming it, and then testing the $29 million resistance at the 382. There are now 50% chances if this happens, if price comes back here to $29 million of market cap, there are still 50% chances that price is going to come back down right here and this is going to be dead, or we are going to break past $29 million and then it is going to be Valhalla time, right? So this is possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but now I am feeling pretty comfortable calling MOMO right here at the absolute bottom, because if it has to bounce, it will bounce right here at $5.4 million market cap. Definitely not financial advice, guys. Now, before I move on, guys, I want to be making it very clear that I'm not against any other KOL. Be it CoinTalk CEO, he actually shared MOMO at $300,000 market cap or even below it, I guess. And this actually did 100, 150, 200x. What he did not do right was just give stupid targets, in my opinion. And of course, he deserves the credit of the MOMO call. And if you made money on MOMO, he deserves all of the credit. All right. So all in all, I'm not against any KOL. All right. I just don't want you to be suffering because other people are trying to pump their own bags, because other people are trying to farm views. You have to understand, if everybody is talking about MOMO and you talk about MOMO, then you are going to be getting some views. This is how the algorithm works. Sadly, this is how everybody is going to farm you, and you have to be cautious yourself. All right. That is the entire point of this particular episode, right? But that is not all, guys. I have prepared a lot of other stuff for you all as well. So recently you can see we shared the call on Troll and it actually exploded all the way to like $257 million market cap. I was mentioning it right around here in this region. This has done a nice 21x from the lows and currently sitting at $166 million. I think this can go even beyond $300 or even $400 million market cap, but I'm really not interested in this one at the moment. I have taken almost all of my profits on this one and I am going to move on to the next play. Apart from that, there is another play which I think still is going to go much higher. This is Tokabu, the spirit of gambling. I have mentioned it on YouTube, on this channel, as well as inside Kuroshi's private. The entry inside Kuroshi's private was right around here at $5 million market cap. On YouTube, I guess I shared it right around here around like $19-20 million market cap, somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly, but that is where I shared it. From the entry inside Kuroshi's private, this has done a nice 14x. And if you want calls like these with higher conviction, where you can play with size, then definitely check out the first link in the description section below. But apart from that, there are a few plays which did not perform as I thought they would. And one of them is Chibi. This is currently sitting at $80,000 market cap. I thought this is definitely going to go to multi-millions in market cap, to like $3, $4, $5 million market cap is not something that, this could not have done. But again, a lot of things do depend on the team. All right. And that is why this one hasn't been able to actually market itself, because a lot of people do not even know about what Chibi is, even don't know about a coin that exists in the name of Chibi. So that is, I think, the reason why this hasn't performed yet. Now I have sold my Chibi, but if you're still holding, then, if it is going to recover back up, then this is your region of support between $54,000 market cap to $100,000 market cap. If you hold this region right around here, you are still looking for a move up, at least right here to $465,000. But again, I have no conviction on this one because this has certainly lost a lot of momentum at the moment. All right. Apart from that, guys, there is a new coin which I am now getting interested. It's Spitcoin. And I think this is a very interesting concept. Currently sitting at $1.2 million market cap. And this has been a very strong trend right around here. This call was actually shared inside Kuroshi's private by one of the members in there, not by me. And right now you can see that the price was consolidating in this triangle. We broke out, we took support, tried to go back up. But then again, we are coming back for support in this region. So this region could be a good entry zone, in my opinion, for Spitcoin. I'm not in yet, by the way, but a lot of people inside Kuroshi's private are in on this one. I'm looking for a good entry point on this. So around 900,000 to around $1 million market cap is going to be a good entry point in my opinion. If I drop the Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, then you are going to also see that we have the 382 level at the $1 million market cap, which is going to be a good zone of interest in my opinion. If that breaks, your next zone of interest is $653,000 in market cap. All right. Then there's another one. It's called 67 coin. Now, I don't know a lot about this one, but I have seen a lot of whales entering this. So I'm interested in this one, but again, not a good entry point in my opinion at the moment. I'm looking for the price to come back down to at least $2.3 million market cap in the shorter term. And a very good entry point is going to be like $850,000. If that happens, and I see a little bit of a confluence in this region with volume increasing yet again at the lows, that is going to be a good entry point in my opinion for 67 coin. If it goes up from here onwards and I miss it, guys, I miss it, it is fine. There are like thousands of other coins where you can actually make money in this market. All right. Another one that I want to basically talk about here is going to be Detective. This is just can't prove it. I think this has some lore behind it and it can actually see a massive revival towards the upside yet again. If I drop my Fibonacci from the highs to the absolute lows, then you are going to see we bounced off from the 955, currently sitting right at the 786 at around $1.1 million market cap. Your trade, if you actually enter right around here, your trade setup is going to look something like this. You buy here, you sell your initials right here at $3 million market cap. So it's a nice 3x opportunity. And I think it is going to be a very high chance that we are going to be seeing price coming back to $3 million of market cap, to say the least. Like in the absolute worst case, in my opinion, we should be seeing this coming back to $3 million. If it breaks past that, that is when, you are going to see a lot of whales to be interested yet again. I'm seeing whale wallets into this one. So definitely one to keep an eye out on. Another one is Lizard. I don't like it personally, and until unless I like a meme, guys, I don't buy it. No matter who tells me to buy it, no matter who is in, no matter if Ansem bot, no matter if 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗓 bot or any other KOL bot, if Crypto King bot, or if he did a CTO or something like that, I don't care about all of that stuff. There are opportunities in this market. You're here to make money, all right? You buy low, you sell high. You should be having your own conviction. Do not borrow conviction from somebody else. The moonshots that you're going to get, they're going to be coming from your own mind. All right. I can surely help you inside Kuroshi's Private. You do get a community as well. And that is something, that is going to accelerate your growth. But if you don't have the right mindset, even joining Kuroshi's Private is not going to help you. I am going to be blatantly truthful in front of you right here. All right. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Nothing is. All right. If something is a get rich quick scheme, it's probably a SCAM, right? Now we have this one sitting at $5.5 million market cap. I think price could be doing something like this. We might bounce off from here onwards. Breakout above $9 million is going to be sending this one much, much higher. I see a lot of whales trying to position themselves into Lizard, but I don't know. I don't like the meme. So I just mentioned it right here in front of you. This is not a call. This is not something that I'm going to be buying, even if, this goes up. But this is something that, a lot of people are talking about. I just wanted to basically put it out there. All right. Now, interesting one. The last one is going to be 𝗕𝗓. This is on ETH. Now, I mentioned it multiple times right here as well as right here. Price broke the trend, which was pretty bearish, but we bounced off from the 786, which is a good sign. And now when, Ethereum is starting to break out, we are also getting strength with the 𝗕𝗓 meme coin. This is also getting a recovery back up. I would say if price can reclaim this support zone or the resistance for the time being at $5.6 million market cap, this is going to look pretty good. And that is where you can again bid. I still have my original bag from here as well as here. If price does something like this, I would be interested to buy in. Otherwise, this could be a bearish retest and we might come back down one more time and then we see a move back up. I still have conviction on this one and definitely I am going to be holding this one for the longer run, at least till the end of the cycle, which I believe is going to happen in the next 5 to 6 months at max. All right. Now, the last play that I want to mention is going to be AWR. Pretty clean chart, guys, in my opinion. A lot of people are fading this one. I don't know why. Currently sitting at $6.1 million market cap. Amazing community, best team out there. And I think, this is a clean chart. We have seen a breakout. This was a retest. A lot of people panic just because they see 20%, 30% downside. And now we are going to be going back up. You have to basically break past this resistance at $9.3 million market cap. I would say once you break past it, you're looking at 18 million, 22 million, and even higher prices towards the upside, in my opinion, for AWR, because I do think that we all will retire. And that would only happen if you never borrow conviction, if you never trust anybody else with unrealistic claims, And if you have the brains and the mindset to actually make it big in this cycle by trusting your own conviction, as well as you have a clear set of ground rules to be trading meme coins. If you want to learn these ground rules that I personally have for meme coin trading, then guys, you can basically join inside Kuroshi's private. This is where you will get all of this information as well, and also all of my plays. Now, one more thing guys, before I go, I want to mention about a play that I mentioned yesterday, which actually tanked right after it. So, that is what happens sometimes. This is the harsh truth of actually drenching, right? So this is the play that I mentioned yesterday. I was looking for, support to hold in this region at $1.2 million market cap for 𝗕𝗕𝗪𝗧𝗦. We saw a big sell-off, probably from some top holders, but now price is bouncing off from like $300,000 market cap, which is a big drop in my opinion. But again, right now I have a possible zone of support for this one, currently sitting at $426,000 market cap. If price bounces off from here, I'm looking at price to go back up to 1.19 million. That is where you are basically going to see if price is going to reject or basically break out and see higher prices. Most likely it is going to now reject, come back down to 746, and then that is when you are actually going to see the test if it actually happens. If price actually takes out this low, just in case, at $300,000 market cap, this is going to look pretty dead in my opinion, and that is a lost trade in that case. All right, so I would be sorry for sharing this one with you all, but you have to understand the risks of investing in meme coins. And I keep on saying it over and over again, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing meme coins, which I do believe can do pretty well. And 𝗕𝗕𝗪𝗧𝗦, I basically entered at like $200,000 market cap. So I'm still up almost 3x on this one. And at the peak, it was like close to a 10x for Kuroshi's private members, as well as for me, because I shared it very early. But again, I thought that, it's going to go up. Sometimes things don't go in your favor. Maybe that is also the case with other people who were shilling MOMO and ended up giving you unrealistic price targets. Again, guys, no hate to anybody out there. I love everybody out there, but I really do not like the fact that people were hating on me because I was just giving you the truth and I was just telling you to take profits, because you were practically very rich if you sold MOMO at 30, 35, 40 million dollar market cap. And that is it, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you drop a like for Kuroshi's private. The link is given in the description section below. And if you're new to the channel, guys, I've been doing this for more than 5 years. This is all I do. This is my 24/7 hustle. So if you are interested to see more of me, then definitely, guys, make sure that you smash the subscribe button and also ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Never slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.